Simone Johnson, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's daughter, officially signed a contract with the WWE in 2020 after months of training at the WWE Performance Center. She's recently made her debut for the company after going through a number of surgeries. She also recently took to her social media to reveal her new pro wrestler name, Ava Raine. Now, WWE has recently made a habit of not allowing wrestlers to use any part of their real name or independent wrestling names once they begin appearing on TV. Stay tuned to find out everything you need to know, along with other need-to-know WWE news. And trust us, you don't want to miss this. First up, The Rock's daughter has made her WWE debut, and he couldn't be more proud. Simone Johnson, aka the daughter of WWE legend and Hollywood star Dwayne The Rock, has officially made her live NXT debut. The Rock's eldest daughter signed with the popular wrestling franchise in February 2020 as the company's newest trainee at its performance center in Orlando, Florida. Simone has changed dramatically since then as she prepares for a television debut. Simone revealed in May that she would now be known as Ava Raine, and last month she debuted a new black and red hairstyle. Now Simone made her WWE debut in front of WWE fans on July 10th at an NXT house show in Orlando, Florida. In the ring, Simone referred to herself as the final girl and called out NXT 2.0 superstar Cora Jade. Simone became WWE's first fourth-generation superstar after her father, The Rock, grandfather, Rocky Johnson, and great-grandfather, High Chief Peter Maivia, were all wrestlers. WWE also shared a video of Dwayne visiting the Performance Center in February 2020 to give advice to future superstars and observe their training within the ring. Simone also had the legendary opportunity to train in the ring with her father when he paid a visit. It was fantastic because he got to see everyone, Simone remarked, stating, "He got to see how our culture is here, and obviously I enjoy spending time with him, but to be able to train with him and do something I know we both enjoy, it was great." After Simone made her WWE NXT live debut, Dwayne The Rock Johnson was, without a doubt, a very proud father. Dwayne reacted to Simone's debut by saying he was very proud of his fiercely independent daughter in an interview with Entertainment Tonight. "She's made history, becoming WWE's first fourth-generation superstar. Very, very proud of her," he said. "She's fiercely independent. It's very important for her to make her own way, blaze her own trail, blaze her own path. She doesn't come to me looking for a lot, which I respect, and I'm here watching and supporting." Dwayne was then also asked if he would ever return to the WWE ring, to which he replied, "Without a doubt, yes, I'm always open to that." Can you imagine seeing The Rock back in the ring alongside his daughter performing within the same popular franchise? That would certainly be a sight to see. But let us know, what do you think of Simone joining the WWE? Do you think that she'll feel pressure to live up to her father's and grandfather's reputations, or she'll create her own entirely? Now, speaking of Simone, The Rock's daughter has sparked a fan backlash ahead of her WWE debut. But why? Well, Simone Johnson, the daughter of legendary WWE star Dwayne The Rock, has retaliated against fans who have criticized her new wrestling name. The up-and-coming WWE star is following in her famous father's footsteps, but this week she announced that she'll be known as Ava Raine in the ring, a move that has sparked intense debate among WWE fans. In fact, some fans have questioned why she didn't name her character after her father, with many suggesting she'd be known as the Pebble. One fan wrote, "Giving Simone Johnson, the daughter of Rock, a new name is completely nonsensical." One person wrote on social media, "I'll reserve judgment until she makes her debut, but it's ridiculous if WWE doesn't acknowledge her father is The Rock," another fan wrote. Now, in response to all the backlash, Simone stated, "I probably sound like a broken record, and hopefully this is the last time I need to mention this, but I don't understand why people being portrayed as separate individuals from their family name is such a contentious issue." Johnson continued, "A name does not negate any prior achievements from any family." The 20-year-old also shared an image of a Google search for various types of rocks with the caption, "Nothing in this category, please." Johnson agreed to join the WWE in 2020, but a knee injury forced her to delay her debut. Now, the reason people could be so vocal about her decision is because her grandfather and great-grandfather were both professional wrestlers, making her a fourth-generation athlete. Rocky Johnson's grandfather and great-grandfather, Peter High Chief, are also both WWE Hall of Famers, and The Rock is a 10-time champion. Many are now hoping that Simone can follow in their footsteps and leave behind her own legacy within the WWE. Speaking of The Rock, there's a reference about him in the new Thor film. According to the director, Taika Waititi confirms that Dwayne, the latest Cronin in Thor Love and Thunder, is a reference to the most famous Rock of all time. Thor Love and Thunder director Taika Waititi confirmed that Korg's boyfriend, Dwayne, shares similarities with megastar Dwayne The Rock Johnson on purpose. Waititi recently tweeted an intriguing image of Dwayne, the newly introduced Cronin in Love and Thunder, photoshopped into an iconic 90s-era photo of The Rock wearing gold chains and a fanny pack. Waititi sent the image in response to a fan who pointed out the name choice, to which he added, "No coincidence, baby." Thor, Thunder and Love Korg, a member of the rocky alien race known as Kronins, made his return. Despite suffering significant damage in multiple encounters with the maniacal Gore the God Butcher, Korg is given a happy ending at the end of the film. After the dust settles, Korg meets fellow rocker Dwayne, Dave Corey, with whom he conceives a child while holding hands over a lava pit. Many fans, however, were quick to notice the character's thinly veiled reference to a certain famous wrestler turned Hollywood icon. Johnson rose to prominence after joining the World Wrestling Federation, now the WWE, roster in 1996 under the ring name The Rock. His first film role came just a few years later, in 2001's The Mummy Returns. In the years since, Johnson has established himself as an industry A-lister, having starred in a slew of big-budget action films and family comedies. He is also an indelible part of the Fast and Furious and Jumanji franchises. The next role for the superstar will be as the titular anti-hero in the upcoming DC Extended Universe feature film Black Adam. Johnson has previously discussed how he personally influenced the direction of both Black Adam and the Shazam films, from which the former was spun. According to Johnson, "When we all read the script, I immediately thought we need to separate these two films. We have to honor Shazam and his origin story, what it is and what it can be for the fans, while also telling our own story." And finally, WWE star Seth Rollins recently apologizes for very harsh behavior towards his fans. Following a short, quite tense interaction with some fans earlier this week, Seth Rollins issued a public apology. Some younger fans approached Rollins and his wife, Raw superstar Becky Lynch, while the pair were working out in Davenport, Iowa. Following the interaction, the visionary apologized for being very harsh and abrupt. In his reaction to the fans approaching him, Rollins' lengthy statement begins with a thank you to his fans for keeping our collective heart beating strong, and he adds that there's no excuse for his startling reaction. Rollins explained that he and his wife were working out when some fans approached them and asked for photos, among other things. He explained that he was short with them because he was in the middle of a long workout, thus the abrupt and brief conversation. He apologized to these supporters. Rollins went on to explain that he hopes to talk with these young fans again in person, but that he extends that offer to anyone who happens to be in the Davenport area. "If any of you who I was short with today are reading this, please return another time. I wish I could apologize in person," Rollins explained. Rollins concluded by thanking his fans and expressing his desire for more meetups in the future. "In closing, thank you again to everyone who supported us over the years," Rollins explained. "Many more to come. Come on by. Our door is always open during business hours." The former Shield member is currently preparing for his WWE SummerSlam match against Riddle, which takes place on Saturday, July 30th. And there you have it. Everything you need to know about The Rock's daughter, who has recently made her WWE debut. Just like her father, and he couldn't be more proud. What do you think about her following in her father's footsteps? What do you think about her name? Should she have followed her father's legacy, or is creating her own more important? Now, make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. And as always, thanks for watching.